Good morning everyone. Today we will revise chapter number 9, Living Organism. Yes, we will revise chapter number 9, Living Organisms, and today we will discuss about text questions of that chapter. So there is a first question for you. What is a habitat? What do you mean by habitat? Habitat means the place, the surroundings where an organism lives. The surrounding where an organism live, get its food, get the water, and get all the life supporting activities, and that is the habitat. For example, the habitat of a fish is water, or you can say the habitat of a camel is desert. So every living beings, the place of a living being where they live and get their all the basic facilities, that is their habitat. Now the next one is for you. How are cactus adapted to survive in a desert? Do you know in a desert we are able to see the cactus plants. Desert means there is a very hot during the daytime, very cold during the night time, and there is a very less amount of water due to the scanty rainfall. So in that adverse conditions, cactus are found there. So naturally cactus have some special features, have some adaptive features. Due to that, cactus can grow in the adverse environment. So in that question we will discuss about that specific feature. So when we're talking about the cactus, first of all, you can see there are spines on the green structure. There is a green structure. It is a fleshy part of the cactus plant, and there are the spines like structure. Actually, these spines are the leaves of the cactus plant. These are the leaves of the cactus plant. So first adaptive feature of a cactus, the leaves are reduced into the form of spines, or you can say the leaves transformed, it changed into the form of spines. There are two reasons. The first one, to reduce the loss of water through the process of transpiration. Yes, to reduce the loss of water through the process of transpiration, because as you know, leaves have stomata. There are tiny pores on its lower surface through which water transported into the environment. And second, these spines protect the plant from the animals, so that it can't be eaten by the animals. So these spines protect the plant. Next one, naturally, when the leaves are converted into the spines, then who will prepare the food for the plants? Yes, then the leaves are converted into the form of the spines, and the stem of a plant becomes green and fleshy. So the stem of the cactus plant become green and fleshy and do the process of photosynthesis. Yes, this green part which you are saying, that is the stem of a plant that do the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means when the food is prepared by the plants with the help of sunlight. And this green and fleshy stem, it also have a waxy layer. It has a waxy layer to reduce the loss of water through the process of transpiration. The roots of that plants are very long and go deep into the soil. As you know, because there is a lack of water, so in the search of water, root goes deep into the soil in search of water, so that they can find water and minerals from that. So these are the some adaptive features. First of all, of the cactus plant, leaves reduce into the form of spines. The stem becomes green and fleshy to do the process of photosynthesis. Stem has a waxy layer, and they have the long and deep roots, so that they will find the water easily from deep inside the soil. Now the next question for you, list the common characters of living things or the living beings. Here you have to tell some common characters of living beings. So as you know, there are some characters on basis of that we can classify them, or we can differentiate between living as well as non-living. So first of all living things need food. Yes, they need food to get energy to do various activities, internal as well as external. Next one, each and every living thing show the growth. They show the growth. A small puppy becomes a, you can say, when it grows up, it changes into an dog. A small child grows up and it changes into an adult. Next one, all living things do the process of respiration. Yes, respiration means the process of breathing as well as release of energy from the food we intake. So respiration, food, growth, these are the some characters of the living beings, as well as the process of excretion. Excretion means when removal of the waste product from the body. This is also a character of the living being. Next one, which is the most important one, and it is must for the continuation of life on the earth, that is your process of reproduction. Reproduction means to produce young ones of their own kind. So plants and animals and every living being do the process of reproduction. That is also a character of a living being. After that, next one thing, a living thing can move from one place to another, or it can show the movement at its place, like the plants. They can't move from one place to another. Plants remains fixed into the ground soil, but they show the movement. So movement is one of the character of the living thing. As well as if we will talking about, they also show the response to the stimuli. Response to stimuli means if any sudden action is there, they show the response. Okay, for example, if you will just flash a light, then animals or any insect is there, it will run away. So that is the response. Touch me not plants, it will just fold its leaves when you touch the leaves of that. So these are some common characters of the living beings, which you can say classify them, which different make a difference between living as well as non-living. So all living things need food. They show the growth. They do the process of respiration. They do the process of excretion as well as reproduction. They show movement and they respond to the stimuli. Now the next one is for you. Why speed is important for the survival in grassland for deer, or you can say any prey. If any prey is in the grassland area, then speed is the most important one. So there are naturally, because in the grassland area means there is a less number of trees. There are less number of trees. So in that way, they don't have very much spaces to hide themselves. So in order to protect themselves from the predators, they have to run very fast. So that's why in grasslands area where there is a less number of trees, they can run fast and protect themselves from the predators.